Do you have any questions? How can I help you?
So I transferred here from a different college with my associate's degree, and the way that my credits worked out, I was going to have to, instead of doing 2 years and getting my bachelor's degree, I was going to have to do 2 years and an extra semester. But now, when I had come here, I'd gotten the wrong information, so now it looks like I'm already graduating next semester. So it's kind of happening fast, and I wanted to go to law school, but now I don't know if that's possible.
Okay, so you feel confused in figuring out if you want to go to law school or if you're not going to be able to go to law school. Is that right?
No, it's not that I'm confused if I want to go to law school. I know I want to go to law school, but it's just when you practice for the LSAT, you have to have, a certain amount of time before you take it. And you're supposed to take it the fall of your senior year, which is already passed for me.
And you feel burdened right now, I would say, right? You feel like a lot of pressure to kind of get all this rolling. Have you gotten any information?
Yeah, I went to the Pre-Law Institute, but they didn't help too much. No.
So what are your options now? What are we looking at now that you know that you're going to be graduating?
They told me that I could take a year off of school and then take that year to prep myself for the LSAT, so I only take it once, and then go to law school, following fall.
Okay.
But
I'm sorry.
that's not what I really want to do. I didn't want to take a year off, so.
Okay. And how do you feel about that now that you know that those are your options?
I know it's kind of annoying. I didn't want to take a year off of school, but when I went to the Pre-Law Institute, he said, why don't you fill your time with an internship for that year? So you're not doing nothing, not doing anything, and you can have more time to prepare yourself for the LSAT. But
So you're basically feeling as if like you have no other choice at this point.
right.
And how determined are you for this to go to law school?
I mean, I've always wanted to go to law school, so I know that it's something I definitely want to do.
Okay.
My only other option is I could take it in February. That's kind of pushing it close because law school applications are due March and April.
Okay.
I don't even know if I'll have my scores by then, and then I would have to start now, prepping now. But now I have 6 classes this semester, and I work 40 hours a week, so I don't really have time for that either.
Yeah, I can imagine that'll be overwhelming for you. So what steps have you taken going towards law school? Have you taken any other steps?
I went to the Pre-Law Institute, and yeah, that's about it. I looked online for courses and tutors to hire someone, but that can be kind of expensive.
And you're currently working now?
Yeah.
So that also would hinder as well towards your scheduling. And apparently, so basically you're saying that you found out that you're at a point where you can't go as soon to law school as you hoped. And you would have to take a semester off, and have you weighed out those options as far as like with your scheduling and everything that you're dealing with at this moment? Have you actually sat there and so what options work best for you at this point?
Yeah, I would have to take a whole year off of school. Because law school, it's not like, grad school, or undergrad school, like regular college where you can start in the spring.
Yeah.
Most law schools, you have to start in the fall. You can't just start in January.
Yeah, and I hear that you really don't feel comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
And what makes you feel uncomfortable about that?
I just want to get, started with my career as soon as possible. I don't want to take a year off and then get unmotivated to go back. Like, at a point right now where I'm so motivated to go to law school, I don't want to lose that motivation.
That's understandable. But as far as your scheduling is concerned, would you even if you had the options going on, would you have been able to make the time for that for law school?
I would try to make time for it, but it would just, right now, it would just be the prep for law school. So it would just be, getting a tutor or taking a course to prepare me for the LSAT exam.
Yeah. And you would have the time for that.
But I would try to make time for that.
And how would you go about it if that were the option? If it was open, what option?
I would try to do it like on my free time. Right now, on my free time I just do schoolwork and I work. So I would try to find some other way to make free time. Maybe cut my hours back at work, but that's kind of hard too because that's my source of income. So.
And have you thought about the time that you have off? Like, what would you be doing now that you have that open time?
Well, they told me that I should do like an internship sure. They told me that I could always come back whenever I wanted. That's close to my home, but I don't know. It's kind of annoying now that I'm just finding out like this semester, this close to it, that I only needed one more semester when I was told I needed 2 more semesters. So.
That's understandable. But how can you, as far as your schedule is concerned now, and you see that you have to do this internship or basically wait for the time that you need, how are you dealing with that at this moment as far as like emotionally? Like, is it something that's stressing you? Is it a burden?
No, it's definitely stressing me out. You know, right now I'm trying to focus on school and get all these good grades, but at the same time, like I have that in the back of my head. I don't want to disappoint my parents by taking a year off of school and then going to law school. I just kind of want to make them proud by like graduating and then going right away. So.
And would you say you're not making them proud now?
No, I think I am. They see how hard I work at school, but.
And I hear that the time is very important to you. Why is that important to you?
I don't know, time is everything. So I just didn't want to take a year off and then, like I said, like get unmotivated in that year and not want to go back to school at all. I want to make sure that like I just went, like, you know,
Yeah.
I didn't want to get lazy in that year that I'm going to have off if I do have a year off.
That's understandable. And you say you're going to get lazy. Like, have you been unmotivated any time during the semesters that you're going to school?
No, I don't really have time to be lazy because I'm always working, and when I'm not working, I have to do my schoolwork.
So as far as you've gotten basically the information that you necessarily need in regards to the law school process, would you say that you will midway just drop it if because of the circumstances? Is that something that you're considering?
Maybe
Like just
like forget about going
yeah.
to law school. I don't think so because I wanted to be a lawyer like my whole life. So I don't think I would just not do it or not go to law school anymore.
So right now you're just feeling frustrated because of this information that you got.
Right.
So then, now that you know what your options are, what do you think you are going to do?
I'm not sure. I could see how taking a year off of school makes sense, because then I would have all that extra time to prepare myself for the LSAT. And it's only a test that you want to take once, because most law schools, like, they only want to look and see that you did it once. But if you did it twice, they average it together, and then it might be lower than your first score anyway. So, that's an up to it, but just below is I wanted to go right away. I didn't want to have to wait a year and then just do an internship. I just wanted to go into law school.
So now, what I hear you saying is that you feel like it's beneficial. It might be beneficial for you to actually take the semester off. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And do you think that's something that you would feel comfortable doing?
I'm not sure. I guess I could try to get used to it, but just right now it's just annoying and stressful thinking about not going to school for a year.
Now that
I actually like going to school. So I know some people go to school just to go to school, but I actually like going to school and learning new things.
And I heard you mention that it's frustrating for you, but how are you dealing with that frustration at this moment? What do you find yourself doing?
I just basically work and do schoolwork, so I don't really have time to deal with the frustration that I feel, or to take it out on anything, to go on a run and do a stress relieving kind of thing. So.
And do you think that would help?
It would if I had time, but I don't really have time to go on runs or anything like that. I'm always here, or I'm at work, or I'm at home doing schoolwork or sleeping. Those are basically my functions of life.
So you basically saying you don't have much time to go out and maybe for a run or even just to step away from, the working madness.
Because then if I were to go out on a run, I would think to myself, I should be at home doing my homework, or I should be at home studying for my test, or I should be at home writing my paper. So I'm never relaxed. I always just think about things I should be doing instead of just sitting there.
So you basically feel like you always should be doing something, even when you're not doing anything.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I like to keep myself busy.
But do you think that's something you would consider? Like going out for a run if, that was something that you needed once you feel like you're